uh, please try to go into the meet mode. So the Telangana Social Welfare Residential Educational Institution Society, in short, TSVERIS, has been collaborating with premier national and international institutes, universities on several academic and curricular projects for benefit of our students. That you know, since last 8-9 years, we have witnessed collaboration with lots of universities, and thanks to our Honorable Secretary Sri Ronald Rose, IAS Garu, who has initiated collaboration with the prestigious university, the University of Columbia, where Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar also got graduated. And we have a powerful woman with us, Professor Radhika Iyengar, a woman I had seen with a kind heart, who has done lots of projects. Particularly in the Mahbub Nagar, she has done some good pilot projects, and our secretary sir thought that why not we should replicate such projects here. So from there we thought that we should start some initiatives, and one of the best thing what I feel is climate education. Now across the globe, everyone is worried about the climate. So my dear friends, today we have a very senior most professor, the director of the education sector from the University of Columbia, Professor Radhika Iyengar, who has a PhD in economics of education from Teachers College in 2011. Her research interest consists in conducting evaluations of educational programs and international educational development. So I think our Srinivas, the manager or the licensing between the Columbia University and our TSVERIS, will give more intro, or will be telling us more about ma'am. But I would like to tell you that the main aim of this collaboration is to have some intervention with all their experiences to see providing some lesson plans that are catered to the students' need, and conduct some online sessions, workshops on education, particularly on SDG, Sustainable Development Goals for students right from grades 5 to 12, conduct lots of teacher trainings and adult literacy programs. And very interesting program we are going to do maybe next month is the digital storytelling for alumni. I think we may kickstart in the month of December. This is what we are planning. And now I request Mr. Akla Srinivas to give a brief intro about Radhika Iyengar ma'am. Over to Srinivas. Thank you very much.
Hello all. Good evening, everybody. Hello, students. How are you? I think don't be unmute. So here we have our director for Columbia University, Radhika Iyengar. So firstly, I want to introduce myself. I am Srinivas Akula from Project Manager, Columbia University. We are working with your secretary, Mr. Ronald Rose, since past years. So we are into this collaboration. We are going to soon. We are into this collaboration from previous month. So we are doing some different projects on ICT and environment, and also from we are going to do some projects in biogas, and also we are going to do some projects in photography and all for fine arts. So different projects are going to be done in our society. And meet Mrs. Tara Stafford ONC. She is one of our colleague from Columbia, New York, from Columbia University. And also a few colleagues have joined this call. Who are working with us. Thank you for joining. Sorry to say that today is holiday. I am disturbing you all. Sorry for that. And over to Radhika.
Thank you, Srinivas, and thank you, Praveen sir. It is an honor to be talking to you all and discussing some really important issues that have come up in the education area, but needs a lot of attention. So here we are at Columbia University, we are focusing on climate education. We are focusing on education for sustainable development with my colleague Tara Stafford, Srinivas. We also have Sana and Navata joining from Mehboob Nagar. We also have Munmun and Shivani joining from Bhopal. So we have a big team now focusing on these issues. And as Praveen sir mentioned, it is just a starting. So what are we doing today? And thank you for sparing your holiday. Apologize for that. We will be doing every Friday. We will be doing these series called the Fridays for Future series. We will invite other schools as well. I think there are some friends who are joining from Bluebells International School, Delhi, also with us. So soon we will have a big army who is discussing, learning from each other, engaging in this topic. And I just want to say that I don't want to do a lecture. It has to really, the next time round, you need to suggest topics and you need to tell me what are the topics that you want to learn and prepare things on it. So maybe we will have student presentation, maybe we will have, and it can be any student, it can be grade 5 student, it can be a college student, it can be any student. I am here to learn from you, and I'm not here to give a lecture, because I don't think we need more lectures. We need to be having discussions, more vibrant interactions, so that we can take this forward. We will have guest speakers as we go along. We will have Professor Jeffrey Sachs, who's the director of my center at the Center for Sustainable Development, Columbia University, who will be joining sometime on one of the Fridays. We will have Tara Stafford, my colleague, who will be presenting. We will have colleagues from Bhopal who will be presenting, and we also want you to be presenting, whoever is joining this call, so that we can take this stride on learning about our environment and climate together. And why is this important? Maybe I can say a few things, but let me share my screen and do a presentation that I have prepared. If there are any questions, we can do a question answer round as well, but just going over some slides of why we are doing this. Why do we find it a need to be focusing on Fridays for Future? So what is Fridays for Future? I think let's just go over that. As you can see, I hope everyone can see my screen, but I will, if not, you can hear me, and I'll be reading out the slides. So it's okay if you can't, all of you, because some of you are joining from looking at projectors and other things. I will be discussing this. I will also be sharing some slides, and we will be posting this entire session on our YouTube channel. So you can look at it later on and see all the slides at your own convenience. So as I said earlier on, we will be doing this every Friday. And why do we select Friday? Because there is this 15-year-old who is much younger than me, who started this movement called Fridays for Future. And her name, I think most of you probably would know, her name is Greta Thunberg. And she started demonstrating outside the Swedish parliament, and she started demanding everyone's attention, including the leaders' attention, on climate crisis, because the climate issues were not taken up seriously, and she thought that it is really a crisis. So we need to really be focusing on what are those issues and how can we resolve it. So it's all started from a 15-year-old, and all of you who are so much more younger than me here have the capacity to take over the world and do anything. So I feel very encouraging that I am with all of you and taking the inspiration from you. And so it's not just Greta, it's all of you who are participating in this call today. So that was Greta, but we've recently seen here an inspirational person that has come up, who's got the Padma Shri. So I don't know if any one of you could probably can write it on the chat or maybe say, who is this person who recently got a Padma Shri and is a climate activist? Do we know her name or his name? Okay, her, I give you a clue. Maybe you can write it in the chat. Anyone who knows? Oh, wow. So Neeru is saying Tulsi Gowda. Is that the right name? Anyone else? Mahashweta is also saying Tulsi Gowda. Her name is coming up again and again. And actually, you are right. So her name is Tulsi Gowda. And she recently got the Padma Shri from our president. And here is something that I read about Tulsi in the newspaper. Maybe you will have more information about Tulsi. She is called the Encyclopedia of Forests because she has endless information and knowledge about plants and herbs. She is 72-year-old tribal woman from Karnataka and born to a very poor family. Tulsi lost her father when she was 2 years old. So, look at the hardships that she has gone through. And at a very young age, she started working at a local nursery in Karnataka. So that's probably where her inspiration and where her knowledge is coming from, because at a very young age, she started working in a local nursery in Karnataka, and she worked for over 30 years there and got a permanent job with the forest department because they were very impressed by her knowledge. So Tulsi became this person who had immense knowledge on the forest and also over the years, over 6 decades, she planted more than 30,000 saplings. And I know many of us here have planted saplings. I don't know if you want to raise your hand or say, or in the chat, write down if you've planted saplings or not. I just wanted to know that. Have you planted any saplings? Yes. So a lot of people are saying yes here. There's a hand up. Great, great. So I think we are all Tulsi Gowdas in some way because we have planted saplings. And I think this should really continue. A lot of people raising their hands. That's fantastic to know. I've also planted saplings. So I think we need a lot of Tulsi Gowdas amongst us. Lots of people raising their hand. Anjali, a lot of people raising their hands here saying they have planted saplings like Tulsi Gowda. And that's why I think we are improving our environment and learning from all of us and learning from Tulsi, who has done such a marvelous job. So great. So I also want to ask you, we know Tulsi Gowda now, we know Greta Thunberg, but do you know of any climate activists, other climate activists that you have seen in your neighborhood? And maybe we can ask one or two of you to talk about who that climate activist is and what was their achievements. Can we ask? I'll stop sharing. Maybe we can discuss who the climate activists are that you've seen, or if you want to write it in your chat, that's also great. Anyone wants to share their story of any climate activist that you have seen in your locality or where you live? Varangi Mathai.
Yeah, Praveen sir, sorry, Praveen sir, can we ask any one of the group to talk about this for 5 minutes, or we will suggest them to talk?
I think you can ask them to raise hand. For example, Anjali Devi has raised. You can unmute them and talk. Yeah.
Great, thank you, sir. Anjali Devi, I don't know if this is your previous hand, or you want to talk about your experience with a local climate activist that you have seen. I'm sure we have seen many. Medha Patkar. Yeah, but I don't want like famous people. We know all about the famous people, but what about people like you and me who are not famous but are really, we are planting saplings. I think we need to celebrate them also. Of course, Medha Patekar is someone who we all look up to, very inspirational. But maybe amongst you, your peers, your friends who have planted saplings or have done anything that is climate related, which you find very inspirational. Anyone wants to share, raise your hand? I think all the girls here are feeling shy and not looking up. Oh, there is a discussion of Principal Kusuma Kumari ma'am. Great. So
Yeah.
maybe someone can talk about her.
She is the law college principal. I think you can unmute her. Kusuma, let me unmute her if she is there. Yeah, I will unmute her.
Yes.
Over to Dr. Kusuma. I'm unmuting you, ma'am.
So there are two hands
Dr.
raised.
Kusuma, please unmute. Dr. Kusuma Kumari, I don't know.
Sir,
Yeah, she got unmuted.
yes, sir. Good evening to one and all, the dignitaries and the environmental activities. I'm Dr. Kusuma Kumari. Recently, Telangana Social Welfare has established Law College from the academic year 2020. And I'm very glad to share the forum with you all and very happy to share. And my heartfelt congratulations to my team who's working in the Social Welfare Department. Sir, I would like to say, because during COVID days, I could see my students were very depressed and worried about and they were bored with the online classes. And hence I thought on the June 5th, which is Environmental Day, UN Environmental Day, we had a session that is workshop for one day, along with the Justice Sri Murali Garu from Legal Service Authority and other dignitaries were participating in that workshop. So I happened to interact with, I made my students to interact with them, and I made a green team also from my college. The college green team is Nurture the Nature for the Better Future. So that was my caption, ma'am. That is my caption. And also I made them, all my students have every day, on that day they have planted one tree. On that day they have planted one tree and they named it, nicknamed it. So I asked them to name that, pet names has to be named to the trees they have planted. And I also asked them to inculcate the awareness of the sustainable development and environmental protection in their neighborhood also. Because they live from the ground level and rural background, they can do much better than the city people who are sitting in the AC rooms and discussing about all these things. They are the ground level working people. I want them to be aware of the aspects and how the red code and how this decade is contributed to the protection of the environmental. And also I try to show them the videos from the Beyond TV, which tries to capture the environmental issues, gravitas and all. I try to show them and then send them the videos, and I'm very much interested. And I think my students would be very much enlightened to do this, and they are part of it, and we are doing our best. And I made them to count their everyday usage of plastic bags. So we have one WhatsApp group, ma'am, and I would like to mention that in that group, every day they mention how many plastic bags they have used and how many they stopped them from using, what is their sustainability, and that is about the biofuel or the fertilizers, etc. I've inculcated them. I have the pictures of their interaction with the nature, that is flora and fauna and animals and birds, and they clicked nice pictures with their mobile phone, which is used for the online classes. They have used with that, and they have nice pictures also. I think if the madam permits and some other time on Friday, they will showcase their talents. Thank you one and all for giving me this opportunity. Most importantly, I'm very glad that you have started this forum and given an opportunity to all our students to be a part of this next, protecting their generations. Thank you so much.
So Kusuma ma'am, the next Friday is yours. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Right.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Over to Radhika ma'am.
Thank you, Praveen. Sir and Dr. Kusuma Kumari ma'am, I think you have just set the stage for all of us to become like her and to follow her lead. So we need to really, follow Dr. Kusuma Kumari's examples of saving plastic bags and doing whatever we can, planting saplings. I think it's a everyday thing. It's a lifestyle change. And I think all of us need to be doing it. And it will be great for our students and her to present next time, next Friday. We can hear what she has been doing, and maybe it will give us some more inspiration on following her lead. So that's fantastic. Going over to the next thing that I wanted to ask. So it's great that we already have climate activists amongst us, and so many of us are actually here. Okay, so there is a question, there's a hands raised by Varalakshmi Mandula. Maybe you can share your ideas and then I can speak.
Let me unmute her. Yeah.
I
Now
made
you
my
can-
mark.
Varalakshmi Mandula. Hello, Varalakshmi.
Sir,
Yeah,
sorry, sir. Continue, sir. Continue.
yeah.
There is one more hands raised from TSVRSG Madhira. No. Okay.
Okay.
From students also we can ask Radhika. From students also, any students who are interested to talk on the topic, at last we can do that, right? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry. It has to be an interactive session, otherwise it will be one boring lecture, and I don't think that will help anyone. And I don't want to listen to my voice. I want to learn from you. So it's great that Dr. Kusuma Kumari ma'am was able to share her ideas. The next thing, I think this is also Tara's question. She wanted to also ask us, what do you observe in your places that need climate action? What is it that we observe that we need climate action? Like, for example, I'll just give you where I live. I live in New Jersey, very close to New York City. And in the schools, in our cafeteria, we see that a lot of people use plastic forks, plastic containers, thermocoals in the school cafeteria. So I feel that we really need to tell everyone here that in New Jersey, in our school system here, that they should stop using plastic containers, because they all go into the dustbin. And the other thing I notice is that there's a lot of food wastage. There's less composting. Every school probably should be doing some sort of composting. So I think there are many things that we can do here in New Jersey. Neeru ma'am, I think has her hands raised. She's speaking to us from New Delhi, I think. Neeru? Yes, Neeru ma'am? Or if she can hear us. But any other thing that you, oh, I'm on mute. Can you unmute yourself?
Okay, good evening, everyone. Now I can. I was restricted to speak, I think.
Oh,
So it's okay. It's a policy because there was a lot of people speaking. So
yes.
thank you so much. So like Radhika, ma'am, I am Neeru Bhushan. I'm the Eco Club coordinator of Bluebell School International, New Delhi. And we have taken a lot many measures in our school to maintain the sustainability. And as you have rightly mentioned that in New Jersey or in New York, a lot of people use a lot of plastic. But in our school, we made a policy of no plastic. Our school is a completely plastic free zone, and it was a very, very gradual process. It is not that we just we did it in a day or two. It took us years to actually bring that habit that no one should use plastic. So there is a long story that how we started, and now like initially we used to also use styrofoam because we used to provide midday meal to our students till primary classes. So we were using styrofoam. The first thing was how to remove styrofoam. So I think we have time to speak because I will take 5 to 7 minutes. Radhika,
Sure.
if you allow me.
Sure, that's fine, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. So yes, so it was really a long story. Like in year 2013-14, we realized that we are using a lot of styrofoam and it should not be used. So then we all sat that what should be the solution. So our student council, they actually gave us a solution that, ma'am, why shouldn't we ask students to bring their own tiffin boxes from school, from home? So this was this was made mandatory for them to bring the tiffin boxes from home. Again, it was not so easy. So we have to send circulars to parents. We have to tell them that please send, because it was very convenient for a parent not to send the tiffin box, because they do not have to like actually when a child will go home, the parent have to wash the tiffins, and also they were actually away from all these things, so they were at a very like relaxed zone. So it was very again difficult for us to make the parents understand that please send the empty tiffin boxes. So then gradually it came, we had to meet them over on the PTMs. We have every month PTM, so class teacher used to talk to them about these issues. So they gradually, it made a habit that yes, everyone should get their own tiffin boxes. And after that, when it come to plastics, we have a school canteen also. So there we used to have like everything in plastic spoons, plastic cutlery, like you are talking. So then again, the solution. So the solution was we should shift to steel. So gradually, like again, to obtain the entire shift from plastic to steel cutlery, we had to invest a lot. So again, we started raising funds for that. And gradually, the entire plastic was removed from the school canteen, and we could shift from plastic to steel. And we have to like maintain a washing area for steel utensils and all. And we had to keep some more helpers for that. But yes, it took us time, but gradually it did happen. So now our school is a plastic free zone. Even the students were carrying plastic bottles. So we used to take surveys. Our eco club students, eco ambassadors of our students, they used to go to each and every classes for survey to check if students are carrying water bottles which are in plastic. So we had replaced all plastic. Gradually it took us 5 to 6 years, but it happened. So now I can proudly say that our school is a plastic free zone, and you will not find any plastic in our school.
That is so fantastic to hear. I wish we can replicate this story in New Jersey and in New York, because we use a lot of plastic here, and hopefully this will be a good initiative from, for us to learn from, and how we can change school systems and change mindsets. I think this will be really very critical. Thank you, Neer ma'am, for sharing that story. Any other thing that anyone else, any student can also respond to see how we can, what are the things that we observe and how can we change anything that is climate related to make it more eco-friendly. Srinivas, do you want to, are all children okay with English? As I think Praveen sir already mentioned it, but just in case, I hope everyone can understand the question. Maybe
Yeah.
some students can mention
What they mentioned
about anything that they observe in their own environment that they want to change.
సో ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ గురించి ఏమన్నా స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎవరన్నా స్కూల్స్ లో వాళ్ళు ఎవరన్నా మాట్లాడతారా? ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ గురించి ఎనీ వన్ ఫ్రమ్ స్కూల్, దే కెన్ అన్మ్యూట్ అండ్ దే కెన్ టాక్. వాళ్ళు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి మాట్లాడవచ్చు. ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ గురించి, ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ని మనకు ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ఏ విధంగా ఉంది, ఎన్విరాన్మెంట్ ని ఎలా కంట్రోల్ చేయగలం అనేది టాపిక్. ఆ టాపిక్ మీద మన స్టూడెంట్స్ నుంచి మనకి ఎవరైనా మాట్లాడితే ప్లీజ్ దే కెన్ అన్మ్యూట్. వాళ్ళు అన్మ్యూట్ చేసి మాట్లాడొచ్చు.
I think they can't unmute, Srinivas. We are
Okay.
because we entered into security saying that they can't unmute, right? So if they raise hand, we can unmute them. For example, COE Ibrahim, but let's say
Dishita, Parigi girls are there. They have raised their hand.
this is boys. I want to go with boys. Let's see. Unmute Ibrahim Patna. Hello. Yeah, hello. శ్రీనివాస్ గారి క్వశ్చన్ మీకు అర్థమైందండి? Ibrahim or Varlakshmi also raised again. I don't know whether, or Maripeda, unmute. Now I'm unmuting you, Maripeda, JC Boys. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Please go ahead.
Myself, I am K. Sridhar from TSWR EIS from Maripeda.
Okay.
First of all, I'm very happy to take a part in this program.
Good.
Really, I hope that environment is a very wonderful. I really that in our college and school has a environment committee, and our principals are taking a part and leading with the former teams with students and teachers and getting a good result in save the nature and environment.
Good, good.
And our school and college is completely opposite to pollution and using plastics and other polluting materials.
Okay. Thank you.
And also, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So, Omaisha Mehra. Omaisha Mehra or Mehra?
Yes, sir, it's me. So I think the question which was posed was that what are the problems in your immediate surroundings related to climate? So I think being a member, living in Delhi, one of the main problems right now we all are suffering from is air pollution. And today the pollution rise, the AQI was 358. So I think that is a major issue we all should work upon. Thank you.
Okay. Can I take one more student, ma'am, if you say okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, definitely.
Because now there is a huge demand, like Kanjara school.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Kanjara. How about the residential degree colleges? I don't see any. Yeah, good evening, beta. Hello, how are you all?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
We all are fine, sir. How do you
Good.
do, sir?
Good. We are good. Go ahead. Looks like there is some internet bandwidth issues.
And it is
which
great
I'm
opportunity to share our views with you, sir. Okay, sir. In our school, we have eco clubs, and where all our teachers and our principals will encourage us to
Okay.
That issue.
saplings, and 2,000 plants were planted. We have totally our oxygen levels and
Okay. Let me go with residential degree college, Jagadgiri Gutta. Huge number of students are there. Crowd. Jagadgiri Gutta.
really we will helpful to the future environment in increasing the oxygen level in our environment, and really we will decrease the carbon dioxide levels by sapling more trees. We will
Okay.
take part.
Thank you. Okay. Good. Last, Jagadgiri Gutta, Principal Ishrat. If not Principal Ishrat, any house parent at Jagadgiri Gutta, where we have a good number of students from LB Nagar College, data science students. Yeah.
Good evening. So my privilege to practice. It's my privilege to speak in front of you, sir. So our college, the teachers and the students are uniquely participating with eco-friendly to the environment, sir. They are anti to plastic. So the students are also counselors and everyone, captains and leaders are also participating in this. So we are far to the water bottles, even like thumbs up bottles, muzzle bottles. We are adding to that. Sir. We are bringing slash style bottles, and teachers also participating in this. Paper cuts they are avoiding, and personally teachers are bringing their own cuts. And if you also we are per yearly we are going to conduct 4-5 times. Sir. And we are the council members are also celebrating with awareness. We are going to give awareness, and there are many more programs we are going to conduct about the Hartahara. And we are very eco-friendly to the nature, sir. And we are cleaning our college very well. And spiritually, we are very happy with our environment, sir. There is no trouble with us.
Thank you very much, Radhika ji. She was mentioning about a word called as Harita Haram.
Yes.
Haram is like necklace. Harita Haram is a flagship program of government of Telangana, where they want to improvise the forest belt to make complete Telangana a green belt. It is like a, every year they will try to plant at least millions of plantlets across the state. That's a huge program across the Telangana. Can I go with one more, because
Definitely, this is very interesting.
They are requesting a chat box. They say
Yes.
they have some idea. I think it's which college? Somewhere at sea, Madira. TSWRSG Madira. Please tell your idea, ma'am. Who is that? TSWRSG Girls Madira. Unmute and go ahead. Hello. I think you can unmute. Looks like they are not able to unmute or some issues at their place. Okay. Over to you, ma'am. Otherwise.
Yeah,
This
sir.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, we have one. So they are interesting from long time. They are TSWRA's Kammadanam. Some
Kamadanam is TSWR's Kamadanam. You can unmute them. It's a center of excellence, Kamadanam.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Myself, I'm Elhanok. I'm from Ibrahim Patnam School, sir.
Oh, go ahead, better.
So, I think this is a very nice platform where we can discuss about our environment. And coming to the issues, our Telangana is in a lot of crisis of the environment. So, who can change is we, the students. We all people, I think everyone who are attended here, we all should be the participants. We all should involve in to make our areas change, to make our surroundings change. Not we, who can change our environment. We all must take some steps. Being a Sweros, being a students of the great inspirational leader, R.S. Praveen Kumar sir, we all must take some steps and make our environment better. I feel it's a great opportunity. And coming to the problems, we have many big problems like plastics in environment, which are very much affecting the environment and depletion of ozone layer. And these are not very simple things to solve, but it will happen when we all put our hands together. I think it's a great thing up to me. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, all the hosts, for giving me this opportunity to speak.
Thank you very much for your wonderful words of R.S. Praveen Kumar sir. In a cut short, when he was presenting a talk at TED Talk, I still remember, if not you, who? If not now, when? So yes, you should join this program, making entire, not Telangana, not our nation, but entire world green. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and I hope you join our, the government so that you can become a leader who makes these policies to make changes. But as you mentioned, I think everyone has a responsibility to bring about change, and you are already bringing about change. I feel that this platform will give us some more ideas and some more energy too, because sometimes I feel that, oh my God, I'm alone doing all this thing. But now when I'm with you, I feel like invigorated and more energized to keep doing all these steps and taking all these climate steps forward. So thank you for saying that, saying those inspirational words. Now, since we are very close to 1 hour of this session, I want to give you some homework. But before that, I want to actually share something that has recently happened, and then the homework will come. So what has happened recently? We are doing all local implementation, planting saplings, thinking about plastic. But last 2 weeks were very critical to the world, because what happened? We had COP26. What is COP26? So this conference happens every year with world leaders. They make big policies. Sometimes they go in the right direction, sometimes we need lot of push, but this is really a big picture thing where governments of many different countries participate. And this time it happened in Glasgow in Scotland. This conference, COP26, what does it mean? Conference of Parties, meaning like many governments came together and discussed climate issues. 26 meaning they have met 25 times before, and now they are meeting for the 26th time. Every time it happens in a different country. And it began in 1994, when people started saying that, this global warming that is happening, we are not looking after our environment. So what can countries do, and what can they promise that they need to be doing? So this happened last 2 weeks in Glasgow. There were many protests outside by students like you, who were saying that, come on, country leaders, let's do something big. Let's come together and make our planet green again. And they discuss this agreement called the Paris Agreement. It happened in 2015. And the Paris Agreement was basically to think about more about our greenhouse gas emissions. We have to keep the global warming on much below 2 degrees centigrade, help less developed countries to become more environmental friendly by giving some financial support. And then they review this progress of what is happening to the Paris Agreement that they had promised. So all these different countries come together and do this. Now, the homework is, in terms of this COP26, I think everyone needs to, we will do a review of COP26 next next Friday. What did they promise? What did the countries do? What did India promise? What can be done better? All these things we can discuss. So remember the name COP26. I will also post this video. We need to look up what did the countries, what did UK promise? What did US promise? What did India promise? What was China saying? So all these big countries along with other countries, what did they promise? And is that enough promise, or can they do something better? And what can be done better? So we will discuss all these COP26 related things when we come back. But any questions on COP26 or any comment on COP26? Have you heard about this before? Or any other suggestions regarding countries coming together and forming these big agreements? Have you heard this? Any of you have heard what happened in COP26, or this word, is it familiar? So Prashamsa, I don't know if you want to say something.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am. My name is Prashamsa from Ibrahimpatnam College. So about COP26, it told that India will cut net zero emissions it will bring net zero emissions by 2070. And it also asked the United Nations about the financial resources that need to be provided. And it also said that India will share a hand with other third world countries, like developing countries, which would actually strengthen our India as well as other countries.
That is wonderful. Thank you, Prashamsa. I think this was such a good summary of what India is doing. And I'm so glad that you've heard about COP26, because it is important that we do all these things at the local level. It's also very important to know what the countries are doing. So thank you for sharing a wonderful summary. Anyone else who wants to share? There is someone in the chat who is GS Ravinder. I can't seem to find you. Okay. Yes, GS Ravinder. Yes. Yes, please go ahead. We have unmuted you. Can you unmute yourself? Yes, yes.
Yeah, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Ma'am,
Yes.
we are from PSWRS, JC Boys Madanapuram, ma'am. Actually, every year we are trying to plant so many plants in our area, in our school area, and children are encouraged to make sure that the plants are safe, and every children given by a plant to take care of it every year. And we also trying our level best to make the campus plastic free, and our SARs are taking many initiative programs towards this and making sure that our campus is plastic free. And also we are giving some instructions to the parents who are coming from outside bringing that plastic. Also we are encouraging the students to not to make sure that they have
Oh, I think there's
Yes.
some disconnection
Yeah.
there. But
Yeah.
that was very good to hear local issues. Anything that is related to COP26, there is Kammadanam who wants to say something in the chat. They mention yes.
Yeah, Radhika ma'am,
Yes, sir.
a small request. Somehow my laptop is giving some problem. So I'm trying to join through my mobile.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you make the Mamidala Praveen another one as a co-host?
Yes, yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
I have to see where.
Just type Mamidala, MAMIDA. I think you'll get it. Thank you very much.
Devas, if you can find MAMIDA.
You see, MAMIDA.
Okay, yes, I got it.
Or Praveen also, we have only two names.
Yes, it should be fine.
Thank you very much. I am done. Please go ahead.
So anything on COP26, as I was mentioning? So I think we have heard a lot of inspirational stories on local action, but we always need to connect what's happening at the national and international level. So any suggestions or anything that you want to share on COP26?
Ma'am, we are here to share. Ma'am?
Yes, please go ahead.
Ma'am, this is Maitri from Kammadanam, COE. We have
Yes.
some plans, ma'am, in our hostel.
Yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, we have plastic waste, pen waste, mini waste, which we are doing so better, and we planted so many trees here, and teachers are taking care of this. So my suggestion is should maintain a separate blocks for each and everything.
Yes.
Should maintain neatly, and all should take part from this. Not only environment, by this.
Yes. Oh. Lot of interesting actually suggestions coming in the chat. Maybe Renuka can go ahead. Yes, Renuka.
Good evening, all the dignitaries. I am Suwarta from Telangana Social Welfare Residential Law College for Women. We are very fortunate to attend this meeting. Actually, we are the students. We are interested in protecting and promoting our India with greenery. In our daily life, the most usage is plastic. That is an ugly truth to listen. Even animals are also dying with consuming a plastic. Because of this ugly usage of plastic, our society is still fighting with lives. To be aware of this threat, many are giving suggestions to protect the environment. It is our job to protect and to hand over the healthy environment to our next generations. In our college also, every Saturday we have a cleaning section of plastic. Finally, I would like to say that in this awareness, our actions speak more than our speeches. Thank you, madam. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity, ma'am.
Thank you. I liked your last sentence. I think speeches we've heard enough. Action speech, actions are much louder than any speech or anything words that we can get. And we should make our governments also accountable. Going back to COP26, are we happy with the COP26 agreements? What should they be doing better? This is also a homework. So we will all do research, because my interpretation will be very different from yours. So I want to hear your interpretation. You can hear mine, and we can see how we can, take this forward. There is a hand raised by Balanagar School. Do you want to go ahead? Yes.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
I am a student from Balnar School. We are enjoying a good and healthier culture in our school, that our principal sir is make sure that we are planting a trees day by day, that all 5th to 10th students are very enjoying and eagerly waiting to plant the trees. And beside our school, we are having a small tanda, Pochamagada tanda, that they are maintaining a good culture, that they are preparing for mini nurseries and like that. By seeing them, we are inspired some. So our principal sir is every time tells us to plant trees, and our principal sir, we are enjoying a good and healthier healthy environment in our school, ma'am. So we are very thankful to our principal sir and our staff members that all will support us. Thank you for giving this golden opportunity.
Thank you so much for sharing what your principal and your school is doing. We should continue that and continue getting inspired. Maybe one last comment, and then I want to ask my colleague Tara to say a few words. She's here, and I just want to end with her saying a few things. Then there is this school, TVRS JC Earth School. I've unmuted you. You wanted to share some reactions? Earth School, TVRS JCG Earth School. Who's raised their hand? Oh, did I lose them? So I think a lot of interesting reactions here. We will be posting this on our YouTube channel. Please go ahead and add your comments there. Let's make our YouTube. Tara, is there a space where YouTube, below YouTube link, they can add suggestions, comments or something? I don't know if it is possible.
I'll have to check. It might not be enabled, but we can enable it if it's not. It should be available though.
Okay, great. So if we can share those, and then next time round, next Friday, I think there was a principal who will be sharing, Ms. Kusuma Kumari will be sharing her very inspiring story. I thought that that's very inspiring to hear from her. So she will share her presentation along with her students. We will have student presentation. We will also have speakers every Friday. It will not just be me, so you will not get bored seeing my face. There will be many more interesting speakers who will be coming in and sharing their their ideas with you all. But first, I want to let my colleagues say a few words and then over to Praveen sir to close the event. Tara?
Sure. Hello, everyone. I'm Tara Stafford Oconce, and I'm an education specialist with Radhika's team. And I'm so honored and inspired by everything I've heard here today, all of the amazing work that you all are doing, planting trees in your schools, starting gardens, using it as an opportunity to celebrate each other's birthdays by planting trees, minimizing your plastic use. Those are some nice ideas that I want to even bring back here to where I live in New Jersey. And I know that my country here in the United States, we are the largest contributor, or one of the largest contributors to a lot of these issues. So hearing about all the amazing work you are doing motivates us here to do our part even more as well. And I know many of you wanted to speak today and we didn't get to everyone. So we look forward to hearing from you in the weeks to come. There will be time for everyone. And I'm going to put our email address in the chat as well. So as we're planning future sessions, you can email us ideas of what you'd like to present on, and maybe we can plan that way and give more time to folks. I'll also put another link in the chat right now to a playlist on our YouTube channel that has some interesting sessions from COP26 that are focused on education for climate action and climate justice. And that might be of interest to you as well as you're doing this homework over the next week. So thank you all. It's been a pleasure to hear from you.
Thank you, Tara. Over to Praveen sir for any last words.
I think sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, friends.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought of asking Resina to present word of thanks for all this.
Yeah.
But somehow, can you unmute Resina?
Yes. You should be unmuted, Resina. Yes.
Yes. Can you hear me,
Yes.
Radhika? Yes.
Yes.
So good evening, everyone. I am Gracina, and I'm the Special Officer for Talent Management, and I work with Dr. Praveen Mamidala. So it was wonderful to have you all this evening. In fact, my special thanks to Radhika ma'am. Thank you so much for so patiently. You've been so nicely sharing your thoughts on environment and also taking our thoughts. So thank you so much for sparing time and giving us your valuable time and taking us through this session. I'd also like to thank Tara. Tara, yes, of course, I'm happy. I'm glad that you've taken ideas from us. We also give.
Oh.
Can you hear me? I think you lost me for a minute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes.
So we also give our friends plans whenever we meet them or for birthdays. So I think this Christmas, this is one of your things you can add on your list of gifts. And I'd like to thank Srinivas. Srinivasa, thank you so much for being the perfect liaison officer. I think together we're going to do a lot of things together. I'd also like to thank Mamidala sir for being the perfect host. Thank you, sir, for moderating the session today. It was wonderful. My special thanks to all the RCOs for ensuring that the schools and the students are able to attend the session, for making arrangements, all the principals, all the science teachers, all the ICTs for ensuring that the students, there is smooth, the session goes on smoothly without any challenges. And finally, my one.
Resina, we can't hear you. Okay.
Technical glitch. Finally, my students, wonderful students, they stopped having dinner. They postponed dinner for by some time only to be a part of this session. So thank you so very much. This shows how much of interest you have in being a part of this session. So thank you all very much. It's evening for us, so have a wonderful evening to all the people in this part of the planet, and a wonderful day for the rest of you on the other side of the planet. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Gracina, and was lovely to be here interacting with all of you. Had a wonderful time, and please feel free to come back again next Friday, same time. I hope the time is fine, or maybe we can see if the time needs to be changed. We will be in discussion with Praveen sir, and we'll get back to you next Friday. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you all. Thank you all for going to the dinner. Sorry for interrupting you all, and go on with your dinner now. And thank you, Radhika, and thank you, Praveen sir, and thank you, Gracina, and thank you, Tara, and all the students. Thank you a lot for participating, and my colleagues who are joining from the Mehboob also. Thank you a lot, and thank you. And then this call we will continue every Friday. Gracina and we will discuss to chart out how we will go with the every Friday call. So Praveen sir and Gracina and we will discuss, and we will have a type of calendar or something, how we will go with the call, Radhika. So thank you all. This is for Srinivas.
Take care. Thank you.